Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will be showing you a new tool that I added on my website, which is freemediatools.com. The new tool is text splitter. So the link is there inside the video description. You can go to the live demo. So basically, if you want to split your input text by various symbols, let's suppose space, comma, semicolon, dash, plus, divide. So basically this is a live demo. So if I input any sort of text here with some spaces here, and if I click split text, so it will be adding a new line whenever you have inputted a space here. So if I click split text, you can see that. Very simple tool. So it is very useful in those situations in which you want to split text based upon a certain number of characters. So you can see that I have some spaces here, and in place of every space I need to enter a new line character. I need to split it. So you can even select from this drop down. More characters are supported, comma is also supported, semicolon are also supported, but space is default. And if I click split text, and now you will see this tool split it, this input text, whenever there was a space, it replaced it in a new line. So this is a great tool. Instead of a space, you can have a comma as well. In many situations you have comma instead of space. So instead of splitting it without with space, you can split it with comma. So whenever there is a comma, we need to now select comma here, and if I click split text, you will see now it has split it the input text. Whenever there is a comma here, it has replaced it with a new line. So this is a great tool. You will find various something similar tools online if you just type on Google split text. So this is a really nice tool. The user interface is also good. So I would highly recommend that you go to the video description and check out this tool, and please share this tool with your friends on social media. And let me just show you one more example. There are various symbols supported. Let's suppose I select the hash symbol. I input this hash here like this, you can see, and whenever there is a hash here, this will replace it with a new line. So a nice text splitter tool, online tool. And now let me just show you how I made this tool. So all the source code regarding this video will be there inside the video description. So this is my step-by-step block. So there is a very simple index.html file which is there. So simply copy paste the code. For this tutorial, I have used a specific JavaScript function, built-in JavaScript function, which is called as split. So if you just search on Google split function in JavaScript, so I basically used this function to make my tool. So this is a built-in function in JavaScript. If you just searched on Google, on w3schools.com, you will find a reference of this method, which is split. So basically this is ES6 function, and let me just show you a live demo. So this is VS Code, Visual Studio Code text editor. So I have imported jQuery here, and you will see I have two text area. First is this input text area, then we have a simple button, and this is the second text area. If I open this with live server, you will see this is the input text. And now let me just show you. In order to use this, first of all we need to get the input text. So we can use input, and we can target the input text by the ID that we have given, which is text. In order to get the value, we will use .val. After that, guys, we will split this by the help of split method. So there is a split method in JavaScript. You can see this is a split method, and now inside this takes one argument. So a specific character on which you need to split. So I will split it by space here. So I will give a space symbol here, just here. And now this is an array. So if I just console log, so after splitting the text, it splits it inside a array here. So if I just console log, and if I refresh here, and if I open right click inspect element and go to the console, and if I type here, so you will see, if I write here like this, in every space character it will replace it with a new line. And now you will see, oh sorry, we need to wrap this inside whenever the button is clicked. So we have given the button a ID, so we can bind on click event handler. So whenever we click the button, we need to perform this action. So now if I write, click on the convert option, and now you will see it has successfully splitted the text and it has converted it to an array here. So every element has its own index number, which is 0, 1, 2, 3. So now we can display this inside new line. So this is pretty simple. Now to do this, we can use a simple for loop, as this is an array here. So we can simply apply this loop where I is equal to 0 until split dot length. So in order to calculate the length of the array, we can just use split dot length I plus plus, and after this, guys, we can just push this entry here. So we have given the output text area a ID of code. So there is an append method, so we can append the value, which is split dash I, and also at last we also need a new line character. So again we can target code dot append, and for appending a new line character, as you know, there is a special character which is available on keyboard, which is /n. So this will add a new line character after each word. So now if I just tell you, if I write these words here, you will see separated by a space. So inside every space, you will see it will convert it to a new line. You will see now it has successfully splitted this text and it has displayed it in a nice manner. So this is exactly what we wanted. So here you can pass, instead of space, you can pass any symbol. So I am just selecting a select box and I am just receiving the input as a dynamically. So here you can write any symbol of your choice. Let's suppose I write comma. So we can write comma here instead of space, and you will see exactly what we want in the output. So in order to receive dynamically input, we can use a, if you go to my code here, I have used a select box here. So inside my code, if you go to the service, here I am just receiving input by the user, so they can select your custom symbol. So this is pretty simple. You can just have a select tag and then you can receive the input dynamically by the user. So this is the tool, guys, that I developed on my website and deployed it. You can also do it very simple. I have just shown you how to do this. So please like the video, subscribe the channel, and I will be seeing you in the next tutorial.